Hey everybody, Preppreneurs1 here. Well, apparently I don't know what the month is. It is actually October 31st, 2019. It is Thursday, and so I feel bad for the kids, like I said, going out trick-or-treating tonight with this nice steady rain. It's actually slowed down. It's not as bad as it was earlier. It was really coming down earlier. So, but yeah, so that's, I don't know. I'm sorry I screwed up on the month. It happens. Could have swore I said October, but apparently I did not. So there's Mr. Buddy coming to hang out. All right, so I want to jump into this topic, and I want to get your guys' feedback on this. Okay. So you're looking at a lot of uprisings around the world. Just like two examples would be Chile, Lebanon, and Hong Kong. That's three examples. Okay. And you're seeing people at a point where they've had enough. This guy here, you don't care if it's raining. He's all wet. Anyway, when will that ever happen with the American people? Will there be a breaking point? Will there be some catalyst that sets off the American people where they say, I have had enough? With everything that has gone on, in the political correctness, ridiculousness that has happened in this country, and everybody's offended about everything. I think what you're going to see, honestly, there's going to be some singular event where people will say, you know what, that's enough. I think there's plenty of people out there with a, what, I see you, yes. Plenty of people out there that have a moral compass, I guess is the right word, that they're just tired of all the way things are right now. When you have, political leaders apologizing for stuff that they shouldn't need to apologize for, when you have people telling you, and this is what I love, they're going to tell you how to think, what to do, and how you should do it. And if you don't do it that way, then you're either a racist, a misogynist, or those type of things. It's absolutely ridiculous. Look at I come over, stand over here, and all of a sudden now I got two cats over here. That's too funny. But anyway, yeah. So it's gotten to the point of just lunacy in this country, and I think there's going to come a point where people have had enough. I really do. I think that there's a breaking point. Everybody has a breaking point. I think you're seeing a lot of people now that are just not, that are just tired. People like myself that had enough of the game said, I don't want to do this anymore, and we pack up our toys and we leave. And so, I think you're seeing a lot more people waking up to the fact that things are ridiculous. When you're talking about the cost of living and the price of houses, and how are you supposed to afford that? And, especially if they want to give you, $10 an hour to try to live on, and cut your health insurance and everything else. People are going to get to a point. You're seeing a lot more striking going on. People are, with the unions. You just had the teachers union in Chicago. Just after 11 days, now they've stopped their strike. They've come to an agreement, and so you're seeing those type of things. GM just came to an agreement. My buddy who works for GM, he just went back to work last Sunday. So, it's just, but people are fed up. They're fed up with the status quo. They're fed up with like I said, the political climate in this country, the absolute galvanized hatred for one side and the other side. And if you don't pick a side, then there's something wrong with you. And it's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. And I think there's going to come a point, there's going to be one singular event that, like, basically what we are now, the camel's back, we're loading it up with straws. And that's what's happening. And each straw that gets added to the camel's back, people are getting more and more frustrated. And I think you're going to see at some point, people are going to be like, you know what, I've had it. And if the people in this country truly got organized and truly decided enough was enough of the status quo and we're not going to take it anymore, trust me when I say this, the politicians would listen. If we had, enough people that said, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not playing this game. and that type of thing. I think you're going to really see people come together. There's, you know what, okay, so let's look at it like this. So there's a tragedy or an emergency happens now. You see a lot of good people will come together, help out their fellow neighbors, in that type of situation. With the fires in California, with flooding, with, like when they had the flooding earlier this year, and you had a lot of the guys, who had their own boats, were using their own gas, were out there helping, rescuing people and stuff like that. That just shows you, it gives me faith in mankind, to be honest with you. But the American people are very, very resilient. We're a lot stronger than people give us credit for. Now, don't get me wrong. There is a whole group of them out there that are very, very weak, have no skills, and have no clue. And that's the reality of that. But there's a lot of people out there that are just sitting back and waiting. And I think when the right time comes, those people will be like, all right, let's get it on. And I'm not talking overthrowing the government or anything like that. I'm just saying, basically, that we're not going to take this nonsense anymore, and either you change or something worse is going to happen. I think that's what you're going to see happen. And if the protests turn that way, I think you're looking at a Chile situation, like what's happening in Chile right now, that very easily could happen in the United States, very, very easily. I think with the number of people saying, this is it, I'm not doing it, I think it could really turn ugly really, really fast. I think it might have stopped raining for a second. Let me walk out here. Actually, it did for a moment. It was just raining a moment ago, and now it has stopped for a moment. So we're going to walk over here. And yes, the puppies are out. I put them out about a half an hour ago. They were whining to go back out, and they don't care that it's raining. And there they are. Caesar, Pandora, what are you doing? Chickens are doing well. I want to hear your feedback on this topic, guys. I want to hear what you think will be the breaking point for the American people. I think a lot of people don't give us credit as much. Do we have a tendency to be lazy? Sure. Do we have a tendency to be complacent in the United States? Sure. But I think if you ruffle our feathers enough, there's that old saying, he ain't the one. That's what the United States is. If you push us too far, we are definitely not the one. So I got 4 eggs so far from the chickens today. I just checked a little while ago, and I'd had 2 this morning, and then there's 2 more this afternoon. And if it's just 4 for the day, I'm not going to complain about that. We've had a couple days here where we did not get a lot. So I think the rain is starting to come back the next round. But anyway, like I said, I definitely want to hear you guys' feedback on this topic. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Because, I think it's important. I think it's important that we share our views, our thoughts, and what we think is going to happen. I mean, as far as unrest goes, there's a lot of other things that could happen in the meantime, obviously. But I think as far as unrest would go, I think you could be looking at a situation where it could be very bad, very fast, and and affect quite a few people. I'm going to stand up over here this time. So anyway, just wanted to let you guys know again. What was I going to tell you? So obviously it's been a very rainy day here at the homestead today. It's rained all day long, and that's part of what we get sometimes here in New York. So it's just it's not a bad thing. We get a couple days. We've had some decent weather. We've been able to get outside and get a lot done. But this is a good soaking rain today, so not a bad thing at all. And this is one of the reasons why when people ask about forest fires, do I worry about forest fires here in New York? No. The weather is like this. We get some good days, and then we get periods where we have Abel wants to go in, so I got to go do the doorman thing. Going in? You going in? Yeah. Okay. Here. He's very loud. He is our crier as well. So. But anyway, I don't worry about forest fires up here just because we do get so much rain. And like I said, in my lifetime, I can't remember one time that we've ever had a forest fire up here. All right? So anyway, guys, I am going to jump off of here from now. I definitely want to hear your guys' feedback on this topic. What do you think will be the catalyst? What will be the breaking point? I mean, when do you actually think that the American people have a breaking point where they would say enough is enough? I definitely like to hear what you guys have to say, okay? So remember, guys, we are all in this together. That is important to remember. Also remember to hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life, so it's really important that we tell the people that we care about every day how we feel. Also remember, guys, STD. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one that's going to stop you from getting there is you. Nobody else can stop you, okay? I will talk to you all tomorrow. I hope everybody has a great day. I hope you have a great, safe Halloween. Get lots of candy for the kiddies. And, the kiddos are going to just go nuts on candy. So that's not a bad thing. All right, guys, I will talk to you later. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.